taken as a slave. You said we were the ones who were depraved, but it was you took us on the good ship, Jesus, which you told me was my Savior. But my Savior is Yahushua HaMashiach, the one who died for me. Didn't want us to find out who we are. Didn't want us to know who we are. You didn't want us to see who we are. That we are the chosen ones. You didn't want us to find out who we are. You didn't want us to know who we are. You didn't want us to see who we are. So you lied to us. Took our name from us, stole our identity, stole our language. You didn't want us to write or read. Now our eyes are wide open and we can see. Shot us, killed us, raped us, robbed us, sold us into slavery, threw us into the Atlantic, left us for dead, drug us behind the horses and flogged us, even raped our men. Breaking sex farm, lynched us and forced us to breastfeed your babies, not to mention the devil's punch bowl, which you tried to erase from history. Everything we learned, we must unlearn, for the truth will set you free. Come on out of the slave mentality. We are not a religion, but a nation. Royal priesthood, God's special possession that you may declare the praises of Him. Brought you out of darkness into His marvelous light. You didn't want us to find out who we are. You didn't want us to know who we are. You didn't want us to see who we are. That we are the chosen ones. You didn't want us to find out who we are. You didn't want us to know who we are. You didn't want us to see who we are. That we are the chosen
All right, family. Shalom. I know it ain't probably about 11 subscribers on here, but nevertheless, I'm going to need y'all help to share the video. Okay? Let me get right on into it. I was going to go another way, and then that song prompted me to go a different direction. All right? This is what I was doing today at work. Look. Let me see. Look. I was showing a brother this. This right here is at Harvard, y'all. Harvard, Rice, these universities. But they'll have us believe they were kidnapping us for centuries, and they don't know the language, the customs, they don't know nothing. But yeah, this is what I was doing. And I was going through the Bible. Yeah. I'm working on one line and he working on another line. I was fast enough. Shalom, I was fast enough where I could just pile them up and go over there and chat with him. But yeah, look, y'all. Look at that. Hebrew. It's a corruption of Hebrew. Yeah. 2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, called by his name. All right. Psalm 68:4. They're going to probably have a J there, but I'm going to go here anyway. Start off hitting like steel, Brother Mikael said. Hitting like steel. Not taste out the devil's mouth. Look, sing unto Yah, sing praises to his name, extol him that rideth upon the heavens by his name, Yah. Ain't no J in Hebrew. Still ain't a letter J in Hebrew, Latin, or Greek. Now, I have seen it in Latin recently. Rejoice before him. Hallelujah. Isaiah. Obadiah. Kumbaya. Look. This is just a precursor. Shalom. Let me mod some of y'all up right quick. Just go over there, type in Yah. Better yet, I got one better for y'all. Psalm 68:4. Use the Bible on them. It's here. I didn't even intend to go this direction. That song just triggered. That song just triggered a route to go. Our people, we got to keep going. We got to keep going with our people. Because we done had years, we done had all kind of stuff done to us. Look. Right here. It's spelled different because it's in a sentence. Look. Right here. Do you see a J right there? Let me mod some of y'all up. Let y'all say law on that. Let me mod some of y'all up. Hold on. Say law on that. Let me mod some of y'all up. Hold on. Okay, a couple people subscribe. Okay, all praise. Let me go through here. Do anybody know? I haven't seen one fella. Anybody know Robert Jones? Robert Jones, you still in here? Say something. You still in here, Robert Jones? Okay, I'm gonna move on. I'll see your comment later. All right, let me move on to the lesson. Now, I done done the groundwork. I'm gonna start it off with us. Now I'm gonna show you the treacherousness of it all. The treacherousness. You know, we just invent words. Treacherousness of it all. We invent words. All right, now I don't want no part of their darn flag. Okay. All right. I ain't seeing you in the chat, but okay. That's all right. Add you a moderator if you wanted to be one. We building. But I don't, this is my personal opinion, and I'm not gonna beat nobody up that feel differently, that think differently than me. I don't want no part of this flag. I don't want no part of the Confederate flag. Exodus, Yahuwah is our banner. I'm gonna have to type in the Lord right here. Let me put all caps, okay. Y'all want to know where our flag at? The Most High is our flag. I know it's, where is it at? Our banner. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. I didn't intend to go this way, but hold on. I'm gonna find it. Exodus 17:15. Exodus 17:15. I'm going to show it to you in the script. I seen you. All right, shalom, Arlene. I'm guessing you're a sister. If not, forgive me. Okay. And Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nissi. I'm going to have to go to the Strongs and show y'all what that is. Exodus 17:15. Hold on, y'all. I didn't even this lesson is getting. We'll just do the Most High. His will be done. Y'all's will. Exodus 17:15. Be done. It's gonna be done. Whether I do it or not, it's gonna be done. Whether I want to do it or not. Once we get that through our head, okay. I mean, he got Yahweh. Okay, that's better than the pagan name. My banner, your flag, the Most High is your banner. Signal, sign. Not this. Wait a minute. Hold on. Not that. That ain't got nothing to do with us. Now, if you think differently, I'm not gonna beat you up about that. The Most High is our banner. We're supposed to be living the word. We're supposed to be waving his name by our life. We're supposed to be signaling the Most High righteousness over here. Righteousness over here. The ways of the Most High over here. You want to flag the Most High. When the smoke clears. Because Babylon is on fire right now. It's smoking. When the smoke clears, the Most High gonna be still here. After all, he is a consuming fire. Hebrews 12. Let me see. I'm gonna show y'all. He's a consuming fire. So he is, when the smoke clear, he gonna be still here. He gonna turn up the heat. He is the fire. Where's Hebrews at? I know it's Hebrews 12 and 4, I think. When the smoke clear, y'all might as well put them flags down. I guess it's wrong. It might be. See what's the last chapter? 13. No. Let me see. I'm finna get into it. Hebrews 12:29. There you go, right there. He is a consuming fire. So when the smoke clear, some of y'all need to get, me too, we need to get on fire for the Most High. When you wake up, when you sleep, you're supposed to be still burning. At the minimum, you're supposed to be like the coals. The embers still burning. You can still start a mean fire with just the coals. The embers of a fire can get up. The wind can just pick up the embers, go across the street and start a fire over there. All right, but let me get into this captive Americans. Let's get into it. Let's get into this. I'm going to get back to the script. I'm going to end it on the scripts. Let's get into this captive Americans. Now, family, I don't know what this is. I just saw this, so let me click on it. No, we shouldn't be celebrating. Hey, look, this ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't know, but I'm betting this is a white publication. And they're going to probably say, yeah. What your ancestors would do, it really ain't funny, but I got to look. Look, just look. How can we expect these people to take us seriously about freedom? Look, just think about that. Give us free. And we don't know that we were slaves back when they were celebrating freedom. All right. Okay. They got no up there. Okay. Let me read it. The Declaration of Independence asserts, we hold these truths to be self-evident that men are created equal. All men are created equal. That they were endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You know what? That ain't in the Bible. But we were endowed with inalienable rights. That ain't in the Bible, y'all. I'm just telling you. This right here puts you on the pathway of self-worship. Do what I want to do. Despite that, slavery was legal in 13 colonies, which means 20% of the population was held in brutal bondage without liberty or happiness in real life. I don't care nothing for their flag. I don't care nothing for the feeling of the oppressor class. I don't care nothing about what they think. And most of them be around me, and they know it. Nevertheless, let me move on. Let me get into this stuff. And look, the 13th Amendment, how companies are turning prisons into cash cows. Okay. I thought the Department of Corrections was to get you ready to be released back into the world. Ain't that the lie they told? After all, it's called the Department of what are they correcting? If more people is coming in and you're building more prisons, then that's a flawed and deceptive and a defective system. It's a lie. And it's not from the Most High. It's from the devil. It's from wickedness. All right. Yeah, pretty much y'all know what the 13th Amendment is. Let me see what this video said. See how long it is.
So prisons in America specifically are some of the biggest, most dysfunctional businesses we have in our society. And they're business because of the cheap and free labor. When you read the 13th Amendment, that basically was the amendment that broke through slavery and freed the men and women who were enslaved at the time, there's a clause in there that allows for the re-enslavement of people in the event that they're convicted of a crime. And so in prisons throughout our country, you have people who are working for basically free. And if they're not working for free, they're working for wages that if we saw that happen in another country, we would be very critical of. When I was in prison, I worked for 17 cents an hour. That was my starting rate working in the kitchen. But there's also big corporations who invest in prison labor because they can get this labor for $1.50 an hour.
I'm gonna pause. I didn't want to pause, but while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna pause because I'm subject to. I've been working hard. I'm just telling you, I'm not at my best right now. I've been working hard. I've been up this morning. I've been working like a Hebrew slave today. But he working 13 cents an hour. What about the fathers that get locked up for child support? How come they can't earn money to pay on child support? They're supposed to be caring about the child, right? Think, family. Why can't they make money to put back for a place to stay when they get out? They can't tell me about the prison system. I've done 6 years in it. Why can't you get money to put back so you don't have to be tempted to break the law when you get out? Since you're working, the goal of the objective of working is to earn a living, right? To be productive. You see, you in there working for these corporations, making, what he said, 13 cents an hour. You can't get nothing on your child support. You can't pay on your child support. So sisters, I don't know why y'all gonna have to work that out. But you can't get nothing. You can't even work on a place to stay when you get out. You can't put that toward getting clothes. You can't even put that toward food. You can't get no government assistance because you got a record. You can't even put it toward food. You can't even pay your fines that you went to court and got fines. I had like $9,000 worth of fines. You know why? It's because these corporations is paying Congress to do this stuff. Just hang on in there. Just strap your seat in. Instead of getting angry, look for somewhere to channel, aim that angle. I'm aiming mine right here, educating y'all. They can't tell me that this system is fair. This is a wicked system. The only one holding me back is the Most High.
We saw that happen in another country, we would be very critical of. When I was in prison, I worked for 17 cents an hour. That was my starting rate working in the kitchen. But there's also big corporations who invest in prison labor because they can get this labor for $1.50 an hour. And then the sad part about it is that in turn, they don't even hire these men and women when they're actually released from prison. Everything in prison has inflated costs.
That's another thing. When you get out, you can do the job while you're in there, but when you get out, you can't even get that job. You can't go to that same company and get employment. Okay, on top of that, he finna get into the inflated cost. What a telephone call cost about $20. Where you gonna get $20 from? That's charging your folks. Okay, the food in there, it's bad. A case in point, they had some bologna. I stopped eating it. The reason why I stopped eating it because the ants wouldn't even eat it. If the ants don't eat it, it must not be food. So I stopped eating it. But nevertheless, okay, the food is higher. He fit a higher. Okay, the telephone call is high. The food is high. You got all these other corporations making money selling products to the prisons. So why is they gonna stop the prison from being? Why is they gonna shut down the prisons? Why is they gonna promote helping folks stay out of prison when you got all these corporations depending on incarceration? Okay, you got the telephone company, they making billions of dollars. You got the food corporation, they making billions of dollars. That's right. A commissary. That's right. You got let me see what else they got in there. Okay, the food industry that ships the food to the prison. They making money. You got the county saving money because they ain't paying nobody. Just think if the county hired somebody to cut the grass, to pick up the trash, that would drive down unemployment and put more money into the economy. But no, they're not going to do that. But let me go.
You know, it costs us inside prison, when I was inside, anywhere between $3 and $15 for a 15-minute phone call. We don't have to pay that out here in free society. There's a way that we can send emails to men and women inside prison, and it costs 5 cents every time we send that. Whereas out here in society, we can send emails without any charge. And so there's so many ways that the prison is exploited, the cheap labor, the cost of services and goods. And it's a model that, you know, sadly and unfortunately has affected a large segment of our society. But I think most people aren't aware of why the business models of prison exist, because most of our society has been left clueless in regards to how our judicial system works. And it's largely been to the effective campaigns that politicians have ran for years. This whole idea that one of the greatest fears you should have is crime in America. And when you're operating out of a space of fear, you're not thinking clearly. So you're not willing to examine things that are right in front of us. And so the way that the prison system has developed and evolved over the year is it originally started as government-ran, state-ran institutions, and then people started seeing investment opportunities when the states couldn't keep up with the budgetary costs of incarcerating so many people. You know, we currently have over 2 million men and women incarcerated throughout the country. And we represent 5% of the world population, yet we incarcerate 25% of the world's incarcerated people. And so at some point, states could no longer keep up with those budgets. Private investors moved in and seized an opportunity. And then they started structuring laws in a way that ensured that people continue to be incarcerated for the most frivolous things. Like, you know, 40 years ago, we didn't have as many laws on the books that we have now. And, you know, when you look at how the war on drugs itself impacted, incarceration rates. You can follow, if you follow that pathway, you'll see how people seized on that opportunity to begin to invest in private business.
Okay, family. Let me see here. Let me close it out. All right. Let me see here. Look at, yeah, here go your girl Kamala Harris. Let me see what kind of pictures they got up there. Maybe. She had the prisoners in there working, putting their life on the line, working for the fire department. Look, when they put a black person in front of us, watch them. Where they come from? Seem like these black folks come out of nowhere. Don't nobody know nothing about them. But nevertheless, let me show you. Let me see the video. That's 10 minutes. I don't want to go that long. All right, let me just read the article. I ain't want to do 10 minutes because the video, I don't know how long it's going to be. Let me see what this says. But yeah, I saw videos where she was fussing that they want to keep the black men in there because the state can't afford, they need firefighters. Well, how about hiring them and paying them a decent wage? How about that? I'm just, y'all forgive me, but I'm just going to say it. All you Negroes feeling sorry for America, I don't know what to say about y'all. I don't hate you, but y'all, I don't know what to say about y'all. Maybe just undereducated. Feeling sorry for America? Yeah, what happened to America going to affect us. But at some point, the Bible says every nation on earth is going to be destroyed. Every single one. If the nation was doing what the Most High wanted, he would not destroy them. That's why he said, come out. Take your heart out of her, my people. But yeah, y'all check into that yourself. Just check into it. Many folks know it. That's why don't too many people care for Kamala Harris. Then she's an Asian 1 minute, but nevertheless, all he's saying is pick one. If you're Asian, fine. That's good. I ain't got no problem with Asian folks. If they, they ain't over here working against, I ain't got no problem with nobody. As long as they ain't trying to kill us and, do us some kind of harm. But yeah, let me move on. But y'all see what it is. They're a thorough article. Just go over here and just take your pick. She also locked up black mothers because the kids for truancy law, for the kids weren't going to school or something. Look, California Attorney General shocked to learn her office wanted to keep eligible, so they eligible to go home. This is what makes me angry right here. This is what makes me get up and go. I lose sleep to go to work to educate my people. When I mean by go to work, put this together. Been sitting on it for a couple of days. So why I didn't do it yesterday? Well, the brothers, the brother did a video, but nevertheless, I'm here. Here she go. She wanted to keep people eligible to get out and go start working on their own life, finding somewhere to stay, figuring out how they're going to eat, how not to end up on the street, how not to end up back in jail. She want to keep them in there longer, keeping the father from the children. I'm telling you, these black faces is worse than the white ones. You got a nerve to tell us we lazy. These folks don't go to hell. That's where they need to go. But I know the Most High, he'll tell them when to go. Some of them might even repent. You saying Kamala Harris used to have a slave? Her father was from Jamaica. I wouldn't doubt it because she fit right in there. Like she ain't got no respect and no sympathy for black folks at all. Black orphan children. Now, these folks created the orphans. Talking about black orphan children. They the ones split up the families. You see these, boy. Y'all help me. Free my mind. Free my mind. Help me get this message out. They created the orphans. Locking up the fathers. Same stuff they doing right now. Locking up the fathers. Snatching the kids, locking them up. Because they too lazy to go out here and build their own country. What that Bible verse? I'm gonna get into the Bible verse of that later. Deuteronomy. What is that? Let me see. Deuteronomy. Let me go into it right now. Deuteronomy 28, what? Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28:41. You shall beget sons and daughters, but they shall not be yours, for they shall go into captivity. Deuteronomy 28:41. Yeah, I'm gonna put the Bible. I'm gonna put the Bible in where it fit in. All right. After Civil War, the slavery persisted in the form of convict. It still exists in the form of convict leasing. Same thing. A system in which southern states leased prisoners. Private railroad. I bet you this thing was probably all 50. All right. Private railways, but they tell you the Asians built a railroad. Ain't that the lie they tell you? All right, mines and large plantations. While states profited, prisoners earned no pay, faced inhumane, dangerous, and often deadly work conditions. Hold on, y'all. Face humane, deadly, and deadly work condition. You tell me to putting out a fire and not getting paid, that ain't a deadly work condition. All right. Thousands of black people were forced into what authors have termed slavery by another name. All right, till the 1930s. Now it's still going on now. When was this written? That's why you need to know history. 2013. That's why you need to know history. It's still going on. But y'all can see that. You see that Equal Justice Initiative, convict leasing. That's something you can research. That's a picture. It's another picture. Okay. Let me see what the pictures look like. And these folks, and they wonder what's going on with their country. We know what's going on with their country. The same thing that was going on with Egypt. We know what's going on. Stock market. These folks ain't nothing but vampires, ticks, leeches. That's what they are. The war on drugs and harsher sentencing policy. Don't forget, y'all, they put the drugs on the streets anyway. Now, if they really, you know, just look at it like this. Hold on. Just hold on. They giving them treatment. They not mass incarcerating these addicts, these meth addicts and stuff. They not mass incarcerating their own. They giving them treatment. Okay, that's fine. Okay, how about letting our folks out that's in there for drugs and let them get treatment? It ain't too late. Oh no, y'all ain't gonna do that because y'all making billions and trillions upon trillions hand over fist off of the backs of our people again. Y'all, that's why you're not gonna do that for our folks. marijuana, you're legalizing marijuana, and at the same time, you got brothers serving decades in jail for marijuana. There used to be a bunch of white faces up here. But nevertheless, y'all know who the face is. All you gotta do is look at them out here on the street. You can just about tell. And I don't look down on them. I don't put them down. I understand. I have family dealing with that stuff. And I don't turn my nose up at them. But what I'm saying, they got treatment for their drug addicts, but they got prison for ours. But y'all, some of us Negroes want to sit back and sit back and just celebrate oppression. Celebrate oppression. So have pity on the young, not the old. Let me show that verse. Favor to the young or the old. Let me see. $28.50. Let me show y'all this Deuteronomy 28:49. Let me go Deuteronomy 28:49. Let me pull this up. Said I was gonna wait to the end, but it looked like it's gonna be all woven into 28:49. All right. Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth. All right, let me show y'all this right quick. Okay. Let me see. I'm looking for a pretty clear. Okay, well, I guess this will do. From what I guess it'll do from what I'm on. All right. When Moses spoke this prophecy, we was at the beginning of the earth. Let me read to you again. Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth. Okay, now we way over here. The sun rises over here in the east and sets in the west at the end of the earth. They go so far back in Alaska, that's all the way back to the east over here. From the end of the earth. All right. Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flies. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. When did English become a language? About the 1300s. Let me see. I ain't finna do all that reading. About modern English, about 1300. Let me about to find a picture. I'm trying to show y'all. Around the 1300s when English became a language. One of them said 1400. Let me go back. Let me just take my time. A West Germanic language. So it's a Germanic language. So is Yiddish. You know, the people in Israel, in our land, talking about they us. That's a Germanic language also. They the same people. I don't care what they say. Nevertheless, the English started around the 1300s. I'm going to speed this up. All right. Whose tongue thou shalt not understand. We had to learn English. We didn't know nothing about no darn English. All right. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. All right. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle. How many farms did they steal from us? Huh? How much land have they stole? Some of y'all don't know. Let me just type it in here. Look, 1 million black families have been ripped from their farms. Ripped from their farms. Not only that, think about Brother Stephen right now. I didn't even. Well, you know what? When people do this to you, you are still captive. Look, selling fake seeds. Yeah, they still doing this. All right, let me get back to the script. All right. 40, what that? 40. Okay. A nation of fierce counsel which shall not regard the person of the old, and favor to the young, they kill our old and our young. He shall eat up the fruit of thy cattle, the fruit of thy land, until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, oil, or the increase of thy kind, or flocks, or thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee. Look here. He shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy high and fenced walls come down. Think about Black Wall Street. I'm just saying. It was high. It was a sense of security. Nevertheless, all right. Let me see here. Where am I at? I'm going to have to find myself. Let me exit out of that. Get rid of Kamala. Convict leasing. Get rid of that. Private prisons. That's where I was at right here. Lead to more inmates. That's the goal. That's the goal. And people running around here voting for Jim Crow, Sloppy Joe, Biden. Yeah, these devils hypocrites, Brother Sly. Yeah, they hypocrites. Let me see. This might be a video here. No. But y'all type this in. Just type this in. Pause it. And type in private prison lobbying for longer prison sentences. You know, for those of you who don't know, Brittle Bones Biden. I saw it fall off the bike. For whatever reason, the Most High leaving them around a little longer. You know something? We forget this. When people do wicked in the Bible, the Most High reward the wicked people with a wicked ruler. Don't forget that. The Most High, when people do wicked in the land, he rewards the wicked people with a wicked ruler. So, they're just more stuff. They're getting together, they're lobbying. What they do, let's just say me and about 5 other people, we own private prisons. We gonna get together and put millions of dollars toward lobbying Congress to pass tougher laws for longer sentences to keep our slaves in the prison so we can get that cheap labor. This is illegal. Let me see what this diagram is. It looked like it might be on to something. Okay. Okay. Passing punitive laws. Okay, this is your government right here. Look like the Tower of Babel. They passing the laws. They got Negroes, for the most part. We catching the brunt of it in court. Okay. Sentencing more people to prison for longer. Weak crimes. Passing these laws to keep you in prison longer. Look, building more prisons. Sponsoring lobby groups, people that own the prison, people that's going to benefit from the slave labor, even the United States military. Even don't forget them. So you got the government involved. The military is the government, military branch of the government. But y'all want to cry for America. I feel nothing. All right, talking about get tough on crime. Pressuring politicians. It's a cycle. All right. The school to prison pipeline. Y'all notice they was handcuffing children. Let me see. Let me see. I bet. Let me see. Let me see. 8. That's what this is about. This is what this is about. Black children were jailed for a crime that does not exist. I think I did a video on this one time. It's a white woman judge. Yeah. What is it, Tennessee? Yeah. This white judge. This is what this stuff is about. Black children jailed for a crime that does not exist. Okay, let me type her name in another search engine because this story don't look like it's doing nothing. See, can I find her? But yeah, I ain't got time to read this. I'm gonna type her name and see what else come up. It didn't even take. Let me go back. This is how you research, y'all. For those of you who don't know, Judge Donna Scott Davenport. She'll pull up the rest of it. This woman gets to retire with her money after locking up black kids for a crime that doesn't exist. But they don't make laws to stop this. I want y'all to peep the warfare, family. See, you might be out there living right. You might be bringing your children up in the Torah and the whole word, the volume of the book. But you got to watch these devils right here. They want to derail what you doing. This woman said, see, when they retire, they get to keep their money. See, you start taking their pension, then they got to worry about how they going to live when they get old, and they'll stop the foolishness. See, anytime you hear police, they retire. They step down. You get fired, it's a different story. But yeah, let me get back in my message. I'm getting off in my tangent and my tirade. That's okay, though. All right, let me close that out. I might as well put this in here. Wow, now's a good time as any. You know, you had a Juneteenth rally, and some white folks showed up. I ain't watched this video, so I don't really know what it's going to do. Look like an ad loading. Hold on. Let that ad play. Stunned by. Now, I just thought about something. Now, why ain't black folks gatekeeping all the proceeds that's being made off of this holiday? Think about it. What's wrong with black folks benefiting for a day that's supposed to be for us? Let me find a video. Think about that, family. What's wrong with that? Taking me to it again, ain't it? Let me see what it's saying. Maybe this is the but nevertheless, they was talking about some White Lives Matter protesters showed up at a Juneteenth celebration. And let me see here. This looks like it might be a better video. It gets to the point.
Well, switching gears this afternoon, Franklin police got involved in breaking up a group of rally goers armed and wearing ballistic vests near a Juneteenth celebration. This photo from Tennessee Hollis showed the group carrying White Lives Matter signs near the downtown holiday festival.
Stop white men. Y'all know what? I'm gonna do a video about the Great Replacement. Let me paint y'all a visionary picture about the Great Replacement. They replaced us in the Bible with themselves. They replaced our people on the land with themselves. They replaced our names with their names. That's a replacement. They replaced the land that we had after slavery with themselves. That's the replacement. These folks is crazy. They are weak. They are cowards. So if you're worried about go to your government, the country, your people run the country. Go to your country. Go to where the problem is. How is we replacing y'all? So what they're saying is us simply living and reproducing is replacing them. That ain't our fault. Y'all need to take that to the Most High. Y'all claim y'all God's people. I'm talking to you Eurocentric devils out there. Y'all claim God is y'all, he's working on y'all behalf. So y'all need to take whatever grievances y'all got, you white supremacist devils out there who worried about getting replaced, you need to take your grievances to the Most High and ask why y'all ain't having no children out here. That's what you need to do. Because whatever got going on, ain't got nothing to do with it. We're not the cause of it. It's y'all. I don't play with no devils. Y'all can tiptoe and pat a cake with them and ignore them if you want to. Not about watching what I mean.
Police say there were two groups, these guys and another group claiming to be a buffer between the celebration. Both left the festival when asked by police. No arrests were made. And aside from the confrontation, there were big smiles for the whole celebration. It was put together by Franklin Justice and Equity Coalition. Families and pets were all welcome to the event.
It unites people together. You get network.
Unite who? How can we, when we are divided 50 ways from Sunday, worry about uniting with white folks and everybody else? Okay, let's just say me and my family, we having trouble getting together. There's trouble between me and my family. But instead of us working out our differences, we're going to get together with other folks and act like ain't nothing going on. And the problem's still there.
Working, it just brings people together and just shows the world that we can come together and unite and do different things.
And more than 100 businesses, food vendors, and churches.
I know the sister probably mean well, but she don't know the word. Let me show you what Christ comes. Let me show you what Christ said. Let me show you what Mashiach said. Mashiach said, let me show y'all way. I'll show you what Messiah said. Let me show it to you. Some of y'all, I know my people. He didn't say that. Where is it at? Do not think that I am come to bring peace on the earth. Most of y'all didn't say that. Let me show y'all. Matthew 10:34. Okay. 10:34. Let me view the chapter. 10:34, y'all. Think not I am come to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace. So is that uniting with folks? Is that did Mashiach say we need to be getting together with everybody? Come on, family. See, when you hear stuff like this, Bible verse need to be replaying. The Ruach said, I will bring all things back to your remembrance. Let me show that to y'all. Some of y'all ain't, I got to do it. I'm going to show y'all this in here. I'm not, let me see. Back to remembrance. Where is it at? Maybe it might, let me see. Bring all things. It's in here. John, Yahukanon. They done replaced the Yah with a J. Yah, Yahukanon, 1426. But the Comforter, the Ruach, the Holy Spirit, which is the Holy Ghost, whom the Father will send in my name. He will teach you all things and bring all things to your remembrance. Whatsoever I have said to you. Remember, he is the Word made flesh. The Bible is the Word. All right. All right, let me get him back into my, let me see, where was I at? I'm going to get to that next. In a few minutes. Y'all pretty much get this. But yeah, it ain't no getting along with everybody.
All sold out for the event.
Okay, so you got some white supremacist devils showing up. Ain't nobody who called them. Y'all got to watch these other things too. They will send some people. They will send some. It don't matter. They might even be black to start some stuff. So they'll have an excuse to end the gathering. They will. This is COINTELPRO Pro 2.0. They'll get a Negro looking at about 50 years. I'm using it as an example. Let them out. Put them in the let's just say the Juneteenth to go start some mess, so the police can say, "Well, we had to shut it down." Telling y'all, Shalom. All right, look now. Corporation and governments collude in prison slavery racket. Okay, so if it is a racket. Who's gonna bring up Fed charges on the government? Who's gonna bring up Fed charges on the corporation? Who's gonna bring up Fed charges on the private prison industry? Well, that's corporation. The Most High. He gonna bring the charges. So they can get Young Thug for racketeering the whole while they racketeering. They locking people up for murder the whole time they murdering. All right. Look at all these corporate. Look. I know it. Only 10 corporations control most of the household brands we buy. That's right. We ain't gonna never get justice from Pharaoh. The Most High gonna get justice. He can do it too. I'm gonna just sit down until he tell me to speak. But here's something else you can research. Corporations and governments collude in prison. Yeah. Let me see here. Y'all already know. So, okay, let me read the 13th Amendment to the United States Constitution was ratified December 6, 1865. It's one of the most famous lies because it made slavery and involuntary servitude illegal in the U.S. Okay. So, according to their own laws, slavery, involuntary slavery is illegal. But you got these corporations giving Congress, paying them billions of dollars, paying them buku money to pass laws, to pass longer sentences for nonviolent crime, to keep people, mostly us, in prison for longer time. That is involuntary servitude. Have y'all ever paid attention to how they got some? They'll have a two different types of, like for murder, they got like a misdemeanor type murder, and then for black folk, we get the felony type murder. Or theft, they got a misdemeanor type theft for white folks, and for us, they got the felony theft. Have y'all noticed that? I'm just using it as an example. But yeah, we ain't free. We ain't free. So I think we ain't got no business. I'm just saying. I don't even care for that flag. Let them have. I don't even know. That reminds me of this. You hear me? That reminds me of this. But I love my family. I ain't gonna kick up no dust about that. But I don't push it on me. I used to have my little flag shirt. I meant to get an old picture. But nevertheless, look, prisons suing states for empty beds. Look. So what you think the police gonna do? A lot of our brothers is getting killed out here by, local government. I can't even read that. Prison quotas. So you got to have a certain, let's just use an example. I have read certain ones. Certain prisons got to be 90% full for 20 years. I have read that. So you know somebody that got probation for manslaughter in the state of Texas. I know a guy. He did time. I did time too. He's been going to jail in and out. He told me his whole life. And he just been getting like few years. Last time he got out, and I don't know, but this is what was told. A black girl died around him. I think he gave a drug. But nevertheless, he got right back out. Black woman dead on his property. I know this guy. And he got right back out. Okay. Prison quotas. But nevertheless, so I just, like I was saying, I've read contracts, this has been years ago, where that they can sue the state because their prison is not 90% full. So what the state gonna do? They gonna tell their officers, get out there, go find somebody. That's why they escalate. Notice, when they talking to their own folks, they de-escalate. They try to calm them down. But when they come to us, they try to escalate. They pour the gas on the situation. Now you might see why. If they can't get you in jail, they might even kill you. Get away with that. Population control. But yeah, let me move on. Okay, corporation using convict label. I just went over that again. But here's some. Where's the military? Let me type in military. Look. So why would the government call this out? Why not get some homeless folks on the street? Work out something. We'll get you off the street. We'll work out something. You know, we'll feed you or something, but you're free to leave anytime you get ready. Why not do that? Oh, I forgot. Most of the homeless folks is black folks. Okay. What about in your own state? You got homeless folks everywhere. And you know, you got people looking for workers. I mean, that might be something I need to look into. You got people looking for workers. People are going to come to work. Go out here, get the homeless folks, pay them cash every day. That's how in the Bible you're supposed to get paid that day. I don't know where it's at, but you're supposed to pay that person at the end of the day. Remember, Mashiach gave the parable about he paid them at the end of the day? What was that? The parable of what? But yeah, you're supposed to get paid every day according to the Most High. Yeah, that's another thing, Sister Arlene. All these black men exonerated. Get out of here. Wrongful conviction, decade. This is an ongoing thing. This is an ongoing thing. I mean, this is seemed like one while it seemed like it was every week. Why is everything like this always affects us? Because it's a system for that. I'm just gonna read some of this. I don't know what this is. Hold on. All right. America saw another record year in the number of prisoners being exonerated. So America breaking records in people being in prison and innocent. Innocent people in prison. America breaking records. And y'all think the Most High just gonna ignore this? Woo, this tea getting good, boy. Hey, this tea getting good. When I think about what America got coming and these heathens got coming, I'm gonna stay out the way. This tea getting good. All right. National Registry of Exoneration, a project of University of California, Irvine, Newkirk Center for Science and Society, University of Michigan Law School in Michigan State. In 2016, 166 people were exonerated for crimes and released from prison. 52 of them for murder. Of exoneration, remember that judge arrested those black children, already getting a record on them, messing with their ability to get certain jobs, to carry weapons, already. Okay. All right. Misconduct of some sort. Why ain't they going to jail? See, there's no punishment for this behavior. Therefore, it is allowed. Therefore, it is condoned by the government. All right. Darn, boy, these devils, I tell you. But yeah, they suing the states because they ain't got another thing. These little bitty towns with population ain't got no jobs in it. They want the prisons in their little towns. So they can have somebody go out here and pick up the paper and cut the grass. Okay, if you got a little old bitty town, let's just say you got like 1,000 people in that town. Okay, why don't you go to another town where people are homeless and see if you can work out a deal where you can get your grass cut and they eat until they get on their feet? You ain't gonna run out of homeless folks. Homeless folks was in the Bible. You ain't gonna run out of homeless folks. They ain't gonna do that though. You're a mayor of a small town of about 1,000. Okay, you got jobs that need to be done. Why don't you go to another town where you see homeless folks everywhere, work out some kind of deal where they house and they got a place to sleep? You're gonna have to watch them now because you don't want no raping going on. You're gonna have to watch them. Then if they rape, then you got your free labor. Then you got your free labor. They start doing that. Yeah. But let me move on. These folks don't want solutions. Okay, I went over that. military contractors. Okay, that go back to what you were talking about, Brother Sly. I think that was you. Now, all these high-paying jobs, we can't even get these jobs. Inflation is through the roof. How you Negroes feeling now? And take this constructive criticism. I was telling folks way before Biden was elected, I said, don't vote for Jim Crow. I said, none of them like it. How y'all feel about this gas? These Democrats, they passing out billions of dollars to the Ukrainians. They passing out billions of dollars to the Afghans. They passing out billions of dollars and putting up illegal immigrants, giving them a place to stay. This the Democrats, giving them a place to stay. Meanwhile, our people out on the street and jobless, in the prison, building up Mouse's plantation. All right. Now, yeah, I had to play this video, y'all. I had to play this one. Listen to this.
Well, the parish jails in Louisiana, the state, in order to save money, rather than holding prisoners, way 100 years ago, the parish, that's not actual, but a lot of years ago, the parish sheriff started holding prisoners, and they were willing to take a lesser amount than the state was charged for, was having to pay. We have, since I've been the sheriff of Caddo Parish, I don't run a place out there. I don't want state prisoners, okay? They are a necessary evil to keep.
If you don't want them, then let them out. Why are you whining that they getting out? Why are you whining that they eligible to be released if you don't want them? This Louisiana, y'all. This down here in the dirty South. Let me play it back. I'm gonna try to be quiet. He's a boy.
Jails in Louisiana, the state, in order to save money, rather than holding prisoners, way 100 years ago, the parish, that's not actual, but a lot of years ago, the parish sheriff started holding prisoners, and they were willing to take a lesser amount than the state was charged for, was having to pay. We have, since I've been the sheriff of Caddo Parish, I don't run a place out there. I don't want state prisoners, okay? They are a necessary evil to keep the doors open, that we keep a few or keep some out there. And that's the ones that you can work. That's the ones that can pick up trash, the work release program.
Don't they call that the Department of Corrections? Don't they say that's rehabilitation? But he want to pick and choose who gets rehabilitated. That ain't our problem. That's their problem. Yeah, necessary evil. Hell gonna be a necessary evil. Matter of fact, hell is a necessary evil. All evil going right there in it. Evil got to be housed somewhere. And I'm gonna make sure I don't go. As for me and my house, our house, we gonna serve Yahuwah.
Pick up trash, the work release programs. But guess what? Those are the ones that they're releasing.
He complaining that eligible prisoners is eligible to be released. That he's afraid. No, he's not working. He ain't afraid. He's not thinking about they got families to feed. He's not thinking about when they get out, they got to go get a job. He's not thinking about they may have child support and they need to go out and support their children. He ain't thinking about that. He's thinking about what he wants.
In addition to the bad ones, and I call these bad, in addition to them, they're releasing some good ones that we use every day to wash cars, to change oil in our cars.
I got an idea. Why don't you take your kids and put them in there and let them go change your cars, wash your oil? Get your kids. How about that? Get them old deputy dogs behind you. Get them plantation Negroes in. Since they going along to get along with what you talking about, get them Negroes, let them wash your cars. Let them change your oil. How about that? Put your wife out there, let her wash your car, cook in the kitchen for you. See, now you see They got us way down here in their mind. Old deputy dog.
To cook in the kitchens, to do all that where we save money. Well, they're going to let them out. The ones that we use in our work release program, they're going to let them out. And they're saying you.
Here's another idea. You know, if I was homeless real bad and I didn't have no money coming in, I'd wash a car, place to stay and eat. I'd work out something. Because sooner or later, you'll meet people out here on the street that you could get. You could, if you got a place to stay, you'll meet people that want their grass cut. You will meet people, if you good with them hands, you will meet people that rather pay you and you do the job right than go pay hundreds of dollars to somebody else. See, these folks is hell-bent on slavery.
You can take a little worse criminal, because we're going to loosen up the standards that you can use them. And so instead of somebody with 4 years left in his sentence working at a factory somewhere, now they're going to say, we're going to let you use somebody with 5 years. Well, I'm not doing that. I mean, at some point, a person, it's more beneficial for them to run off. And so.
Okay. Y'all in the chat. If a prisoner run off, whose job is it to catch the prisoner if they run off? If a convict escape, whose job is it to catch the criminal if they escape from prison? Anybody want to ask? He ain't even got a leg to stand on. Somebody put this man in a wheelchair. Put him in a wheelchair. He ain't got a leg to stand on.
It's more beneficial for them to run off. And so there's so many aspects of this. There was one law enforcement person on this whole committee. I wish I'd been on there.
Why weren't you?
Well, I don't know, but I would have probably spoken what I was thinking. But anyway, and like I say, I'm not being critical of the entire effort. I'm not being critical on the desire to save money, the desire to have less prisoners than other states. But I am being critical on the means in which it's going about and the entire law or portions of the law.
All right. The devil is complaining that the people that's probably in there for nothing, non-violent charges, they didn't have the book stacked against them. Oh yeah, let me boast in the Most High. He brought this back to my remembrance. When I got out, 2006, $9,000 in fines, child support, had to pay the PO, needed a place to stay, didn't have a job, didn't have an automobile, didn't know where my meal was at. And once, I was like, well, I got to a facility where I could go home like every 4 months, and I went to church, and it was a white pastor from Alabama. I don't know the man, never seen him before in my life. Yeah, I went to church, and he told me, why do you not think that you can make it? This man picked me out. Why do you think? And that's exactly what I was thinking, because I watched a bunch of men go back to prison. Some of them fooling with these females or whatever. They know back, they know all they got to do is call the police. They're going back for a couple of years. But yeah. And then he said the Most High said you gonna make it. Listen. I knew the Most High said it. Look, $9,000 worth of fines. Child support, no job, no place to stay, no clothes, nothing to eat, no transportation. Down here, you need transportation. They ain't got no subway system down here. They ain't got no buses running. I lived in the country. They ain't got no buses. All that stuff is gone. Still stomping. You think I'm not going to boast in the Most High? Shalom. The rocks ain't going to cry out in my place. All right. Okay, I went over that. Let me get into this Bible. I see some of y'all coming in. Hold on. If y'all hadn't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. All right. Let me move on. Let me get to this Deuteronomy 28. Make sure I ain't forgot nothing. Okay. See, that's just a system, Brother Sly, that they use. That's a lie they tell. Put them on child support cause they get them in that system. The goal is to keep you going back in that system. And I said I'm gonna end on the Bible, didn't I? Get ready to end on the Bible. Wait a minute, I wrote some more scripts down. Hold on, y'all. I wrote some more scripts down. Okay. Revelation 13:10. I got to bring Revelation 13:10 out. That's for these heathens that think slavery is okay. Since y'all think slavery is okay, I got some scripts for y'all. Since y'all think slavery is okay, I got some scripts for y'all. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. So you think slavery is all right? That's your future for you. Revelation 13:10. Let me see. I ain't never looked this up. Let me do a thorough breakdown on it. The Bible says y'all going into captivity. So I suggest you try getting on your knees and repenting. If you're a devil, it ain't gonna do you no good because you can't repent. You ain't gonna repent. Ain't nothing in you. Ain't no light in you at all. Let me see. Into captivity. Y'all see what it is? Y'all know what it is? It's slavery. You're going into captivity. All right, now Isaiah 14:2. Isaiah 14:2. Oh, I went past it. There you go. Okay. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, on the nation of Israel. This is Isaiah. Jacob been long gone, the nation of Israel. And yet choose Israel, there you go, and set them in their own land. And the stranger shall be joined to them. When the Most High get through raining down this fire and brimstone judgment, they're going to be glad to cleave to Israel. Yeah. When he get through doing what he doing, they're going to be glad. Yes, sir. All right. Join with them, and they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them. This is the nation of Israel, and bring them to their place. And look, and the house of Israel shall possess them, going into captivity, in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. That's what y'all got coming. That's what you got coming. And they shall take them captive. Go back to Revelation 13:10. He who leads into captivity shall go into captivity. Take whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Now, when did the Ashkenazi Jews go into captivity? When? When did they rule over their oppressors? When? Huh? In their land. They're going to rule over them in their land. Look. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. I'm telling y'all thinking them European Jews is the people of the Bible, you are sadly mistaken. I got another verse for you. I got two more for you. Sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. These folks can't even tolerate the sun. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but they're the richest people in the world. The Ashkenazi, they own all the television, the media. But thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. They run the porn industry. They over the rap. So how is you children of the Most High and you putting out garbage? You pumping out garbage on a regular cycle. But you're supposed to be representing the Most High. The Bible says, when I get into Deuteronomy, you're supposed to be in the captivity until you start representing the Most High. These folks ain't in captivity. They the one took us into captivity. All right, one more chapter over. Let's do it this way then. Yeah, they represent Satan. Behold, this the writing in red. So who said it? Mashiach. I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Who are these folks? See, before you can say it's them over there, before you can say it's the Ashkenazi, you got to explain why the Hebrew is mostly German. You got to explain all them stuff. Why is they Genesis chapter 10? Why is they're not descendants of Shem, but Japheth? You got a lot of explaining to do when I get to, huh? Now, these are the generation of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood. Look, Japheth, Gomer, Magog, Madai. These are the Greeks right here. No, Javan, the Greeks. These are the Medes. These where your Greeks and your Romans come from, right here. Right out of Japheth. Look, how you got Ashkenazi Jews coming out of Japheth, not Shem. Let me show y'all. Some of y'all. How is that? That's an oxymoron. Ashkenazi Jews. I just showed you they are not Shemites. They from Japheth. Look. I'm going to have to do a breakdown on all the stuff that they are doing that's not in the Bible. I'm going to do a video about that. That Wailing Wall. Where is you go and pray to a Wailing Wall in the Bible? Where is that at? Where in the Bible you supposed to hump a wall? Where is that at? Mashiach said not one stone going to be standing up on the temple. But they claim that wall was what's left of the temple. The holidays in their calendar, they got pagan months in their calendar. They work with the Catholics, the Romans. I told you they coming right out of Japheth. They came in right out of Javan, Ashkenaz. They work with the Romans to enslave us. All right, let me get into Deuteronomy 28. Got a whole lot of explaining to do. Okay. Moses stuck his hand in his bosom. Exodus chapter 4. He stuck his hand and it turned white. If his hand is already white, why did the Most High turn his hand white? What's the miracle? Come on, family. 4 and 6. Okay. And Yahweh said, furthermore unto him, put now thine hand back into thy bosom. He said 4. Okay. And Yahweh said to Moses, put forth thine hand and take it by the tail. And he put forth his hand and he caught it. Oh, this is a snake here. Where is this at? Okay, right here. Verse 6. And Yahweh said, furthermore to him, put now thy hand into thy bosom. And he put his hand into the bosom. When he took it out, his hand was leprous. Leprosy is white as snow. So if his hand is already white, why the Most High gonna turn his hand white? Yes, sir, Yahuwah's kingdom. Let me give y'all some images. Exodus 4 and 6. I know some Hebrew done put something up here. I just got to type the Bible verse in. Here you go, right here. There you go. There you go. What's the miracle? Numbers. The Most High turned Miriam white. What's that? Miriam leprous. The Numbers. Come on. Numbers. What time is it? We're going for about, it ain't too late. Numbers 12:45. Right here. If Miriam was already white, look, and the cloud departed from after the Most High punished Miriam. And behold, Miriam became leprous, white. If she's already white, why did the Most High turn her white? Let me get into Deuteronomy. All right. Okay, I typed this in earlier. I did this at the beginning of the video. I typed in slavevoyages.org. You see this up here? I can't type it in. It's talking about resource name. I can probably put this in the chat then. I put this in the chat. No, not that. Put this in the chat. Let me drop this in the chat. You see it now? Let me drop this in the chat. Let that link go right there. No, that's YouTube. Why I can't? Yeah, you're welcome. Why I couldn't copy this? Oh, I might be pressing. I'm pressing the wrong button. I told y'all I've been up. I've been up. Been up. Nah, there we go, right there. Y'all can type that. It's still typing in YouTube. All right, but y'all see, let's do it this way then. Hold on. Let me close some of these tabs. Let me see what happens if I do this. I forget. Something must be going on with my computer. Wait a minute. I can do it another way. Hold on. I can do it another way. Copy. Now, if this don't work, I know something going on with my computer. Let me try this. Something must be going on with my computer. I can't even copy and paste that link. Maybe I'm just tired. Let me move on. There you go, right there. You can type that whole. You got YouTube up there. Let me go back. Okay, I had the wrong link in now. Okay. Let me drop this in the chat. Now this ought to get it here. Now, that's it right there. Okay, Brother Sly. Let me share my screen again. Let me get on in my lesson. Let me hit this Deuteronomy right quick and put an end to it. All right. I also went here. Psalm 68:4. Hold on. Showing y'all that the Most High name, the shortened form of his name is Yah. Hallelujah. Obadiah, Jeremiah, Kumbaya. 68. This is what I was doing today at work. telling the message of the Most High, that's my job. That's it. The other stuff come next. All right, right here. Y'all see that? Okay, so why? I know some of y'all probably wonder why so many slaves have Yah in their name. Let's go to the Bible. Exodus 6:24. Let's go to the Bible. Did I remove the Bible? Hold on. Exodus. Is it Exodus 6:24? 27. Wait a minute. Numbers. It's Numbers. It's the book of Numbers. It's the book of Numbers. Look. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. Okay? And speak unto Aaron and say unto his son, saying, on this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. Let me go to another Bible verse. 2 Chronicles 7:14. A lot of y'all know that one. If my people who are called by my name. See, they want to include everybody but black folk. Us. If my people which are called. So his people are called by his name. Okay. Shall humble. See, we got to humble ourselves. We got to pray. We got to seek his face. In all our paths, acknowledge him, and he will direct. In all our ways, acknowledge him, and he will direct our path. And this is the main one right here. Well, but don't forget this one. I ain't gonna say it's the main. And turn from their wicked ways. We're not smuggling no wickedness into the kingdom. Then will I hear. Then he will hear. And forgive the sin and heal the land. All right. Okay. Let me get on into this. Because it's about to be 2 hours long. I'm gonna start at 15. The first one, I start right here. Some people think, see, but look. Okay. And it shall come to pass that thou shall hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh to observe and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day. Yahweh shall set thee high above all the nations on the earth. So stop worrying about what white folks gonna think when the Most High promote us. They've been demoting us since they've been ruling. Stop worrying about how they gonna feel if the Most High bless you. That's that slave mind. Look, let me go back one. He will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. Okay, Revelations. The gates are named after the 12 tribes of Israel. Ain't now one of them named after the Romans. Ain't none of them named after the Christians. Ain't none of them named after the Greeks. None of them named after the Chinese. None of that. The 12 gates are named after the 12 tribes in Revelation. All right. And all these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy Elohim. Blessed shall thou be in the city, and blessed shall thou be in the field. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body. Everything, you bless every which way. And the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, and the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed shall be thy basket in thy store. Blessed shall thou be when I cometh in, and blessed shall thou be when I goeth out. Yahweh shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. Some of these Negroes thinking, is that right? Why would the Most High show us favor? He chose one nation of people to relay his message to the world. Those who comply with the message of the Most High become grafted in. Thereby, they are joined to the will of the Most High. All right, they shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee seven ways. Yahweh, he gonna command the blessing. Boy, that ain't the great general. He shall command the blessing upon thee and us. So we're gonna need the Most High to command some blessing upon us, because it's a famine in the land. In all thou settest thine hand to do, and he shall bless thee in the land which Yahweh giveth thee. Yahweh shall establish thee an holy people unto thyself. All right. As he hath sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of Yahweh thy Elohim and walk in his way. And all the people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of, if my people who are called by my name, Numbers 6:26, and they shall put my name upon my people. All the people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of Yahweh, and shall be afraid of thee. Mashiach, I am come in my Father's name. There go your Yah right there. The Father's name. He said, I am come in my Father's name. Let me show that to y'all. Might as well just slow walk this. I am come in my, let me show y'all this written in red. I am come in my Father's name. And ye receive me not. If another shall come in his own name, Caesar Borgia, him ye will receive. All right. Let me show you the gates in Revelation. Look, and the gates of these cities shall be named after the tribes of Israel. I didn't even realize this. Ezekiel 48:31. See, when you research, you'll find something. All right, and the gates shall be named after the tribes of Israel. 3 gates northward, 1 gate of Reuben, 1 gate of Judah, 1 gate of Levi. Now let me pair that up with Revelation. Let me finish this. And at the east side, 4,500 and 3 gates, and 1 gate of Joseph, 1 gate of Benjamin, 1 gate of Dan. The south side, 4,500 measures, 3 gates, 1 gate of Simeon, 1 gate of Issachar, 1 gate of Zebulun. Y'all see where it's getting at. 1 gate of Gad, 1 gate of Asher, 1 gate of Naphtali. Now let me pair that up with Revelation. Okay. Let me see. Gate. Let me see. I'm looking for Revelation, y'all. Let me see here. Okay. Revelation 21:12. I just showed you Ezekiel. Okay. Okay, this is the Most High's kingdom. All right, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and the names thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Now that Ezekiel is talking. There you go. It ain't named after no doggone America. Ain't named after no Christians, no Catholics, no Baptists, no Pentecostal, no Apostolic, whatever you want to call it. So if he done away with his children, what Revelation talking about? Paul said he had not done away with his people, which he foreknew. He said, y'all forbid. I can go all day. Y'all gonna have to find some of this stuff. Let me get back to Deuteronomy though. Let me read. Let me bring this to a close. Y'all can read Deuteronomy 28 yourself. I wasn't gonna even read the blessings. I usually don't read the blessings because we stuck in the curses. But yeah, I just happened to just read it this time. Now look at this. Yahweh shall smite thee with madness. This is because of the captivity. Madness and blindness. And people wonder why our people is sometimes just go off the deep end. Let me start at 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not listen to the voice of Yahweh, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake. Daniel wrote about these curses. And I think Ezra wrote about them. They in several places. They are perpetual curses. Let me use my phone so I can find them faster. I got them highlighted on my phone. Reason why I often listen to my phone at work. And when I hear it, I just stopped and highlighted. I didn't highlight all of them. All of them is relevant. Okay. 21:43. Y'all got plenty of Bible today. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down the alien, the foreigner. Look at what you thought. Y'all think about these Ukrainians. They coming in with money. The Afghans, they coming in with money. The illegal immigrants, they getting money. They getting a place to stay. They getting up above us. And we going lower and lower. All right. 44. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. You know, some of these stores, some of them have stores, you borrow some stuff and pay them later. That's lending. Okay. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and pursue thee and overtake thee until thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not until the voice. See, he wants us to listen. So how start listening to the word, learn the word, live the word, breathe the word. You are the word. If you live in the word to the best of your ability, you are the word to somebody that don't know the Most High. He is your banner. You're waving his name, his flag, to somebody that don't understand. There's something different about that brother or that sister. They ain't out here just wilding. Something different. What? All right. Look, this right here gonna tell you that there are perpetual curses, and they shall be upon thee for a sign. And they want it, and upon thy seed, on your children forever. They're gonna follow you. So don't think just because that Bible verse I wrote earlier, 49, should tell you that they are perpetual. All right, because thou servest not Yahweh with joyfulness, the gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee. Who sent the enemies, y'all? Who sent the enemies? Who sent the heathens? Who sent them? Did Satan send them? Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send. In hunger, in thirst. Think about the farmland they done stole from us. Think about our homeless people in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon us. You know they had them yokes. Even if you certain criminals, certain crimes you do, they got yokes. They still got yokes until he had destroyed thee. I read this earlier. Your house shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth. We at the end of the earth. We in the west. As swift as the eagle fly, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. We had to learn English. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. Think about they hunting and they hunting alligators with our babies. Just think about that. He shall eat up the fruit of thy cattle. I went over there earlier. All right, let me see where else. $62. Ye shall be left. That's right, that doggone eagle. You read Ezra when they talk about that eagle. That fourth beast is the eagle. The prophet Ezra that they took out the Bible. That fourth beast is the eagle. And ye shall be left few in number, whereas you were as the stars of heaven in multitude, because thou wouldest not obey the voice of your house. Okay. Now, when the white people claim to be the people of the Bible, they claim to be God's chosen, as they call it. When was they as the sands of the sea? If they was at the sands of the sea, why did they have to go to sea to shine and sea, killing off the people that was already there? If they was plenteous in numbers, why are they having trouble reproducing now? Why are they worried about white replacement? Okay. If this applied to the Ashkenazi Jews, then why are they sterilizing Ethiopians? If they supposed to be plenteous in number. They supposed to be living in the covenant. If they live in the covenant, why is they sterilizing Ethiopians? Sterilizing. Sterilizing. Can't spell now. Look, they supposed to be as the sands of the sea. They claim, see, the Bible says when we get back to the covenant, back to the Most High, then curses fall off, right? If the curses fall off, then they supposed to be outpopulating. They shouldn't be worried about no black folks. I see them every now and then, Brother Sly. Well, no, I don't. I'll see a pregnant white woman with a child every now and then, not often. But when I'm out and about, I see mostly our people with the children. Yeah. I remember one time I was in Walmart. It was this black guy watching all these young black boys. He was watching them. He was just watching them. He looked up and saw I was watching him. He went on somewhere. But anyway, look, I'm just showing y'all. He went on somewhere. He's sitting back watching. Yeah, I'm waiting on to see what he's finna do. Then he looked up and saw me. All right, now. Okay. And it shall come to pass that Yahweh will rejoice over you to do you good and to multiply you. So Yahweh will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught. And you shall be plucked from off the land, whether you go to possess it. Okay, now 64. This is deep right here. Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people. These folks scattered themselves, but they claim to be the Most High's people. They scattered themselves. The Most High scattered us. Let me show you. Luke 21:24. Let me show you. I'm showing you without a shadow of that. Go get your Pastor Poke Chop. You can go get your Bible cemetery preacher. You know, go get 400 of them. And I pray the Most High anoint me with the spirit of Elijah. Hey, go get all 400 of them. When you know the truth, it don't matter how many they get. You go get the whole country. They're gonna have to sit down somewhere. Deacon Bacon. Look, let me see. 21:24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away captive into all nations. When did these Europeans go captive into all nations? Could they survive going captive into all nations? They worried about replacement now. Could they genetically survive going captive and getting raped into all nations? They can't do it. Y'all see? I hope y'all see this. So the Hebrews can multiply and get killed off and still have plenty and still get the Europeans trouble with our numbers. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword and be led away captive into all nations. Don't nobody want to talk about that Islamic slave trade that carried us to the east. When Obama killed Gaddafi, they started the Islamic slave trade again. See, don't miss that. Let me get back over here. What was I at? 68? No, I wasn't at 68. 60 something, 64. All right, and Yahweh says, scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth unto the other. These folks scattered themselves. How did they scatter themselves? Through colonization. And the doggone Ashkenazis helped them. They ran the slave trade. You look at them slave flyers, you're going to see Moses, Levi. They ran the slave ships. They own that stuff. Both of them descendants of Japheth. Living in tents of Shem. All right. And you shall serve other gods which neither thee nor thy father have known. Wood and stone. That old wooden cross that represent the pagan white Jesus, and that old Islamic cobblestone. Among these nations thou shalt find no ease. It don't matter if you see black folks over there in Ukraine, they got ease over there. Where's black folks got ease at? And in Africa, they over there killing off the good leaders. You come up with an invention, you come up dead. Nevertheless, and I'm not saying all of them is us. I'm just giving you multiple ways that these folks is wreaking havoc on the earth, and the earth gonna rejoice when they are destroyed. All right. All right. And Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Egypt is synonymous with bondage. By the way thereof I spake unto thee, and thou shalt see it no more again. Also, you got a Memphis in Egypt in the east. You got a Memphis over here. You got the Washington Monument obelisk over here. You got obelisks in Egypt in the east. You got pyramids in Egypt in the east. You got pyramids in Egypt over here on the back of your dollar, especially. All right. Let me see. Let me look this up. Deuteronomy 28:6-8. And I'm going to bring this to a close. I wasn't intending on going this long, but it ain't what I want. We got to start acting like that. It ain't what we want. I worked pretty good today. Worked pretty hard today. 28:68. I'm just in awe at the Most High. I still got strength. I'm not even wore down. But nevertheless, where's it at? Nobody shall buy thee. Buy you. That word means redeem. To get, acquire. You have to study the book of Leviticus. Redeem. See, when you read the Old Testament, when like if I owed somebody some money, let's just say I owed somebody some money, and I had to work, and I had to go to work for them. Somebody could pay my debt, and I not have to work. See, and I also said I was going to do a video. Maybe I'll get around to it on the 4th. The slavery in the Bible. I need to make a note. Slavery in the Bible. How these folks gonna get judged because what they did is not in the Bible. The Most High didn't say. Well, He allowed it, but it ain't biblical slavery. Biblical slavery is more like work. Okay, and they really ain't slavery, but that's just what they call it. All right, family. Let me get out of here. Any questions? I hope y'all subscribe. And I'm trying to these channels that ain't got. If you look at that link tree, I didn't even put it up today. These channels that ain't got that many subscriptions, I'm gonna just start doing videos on there, unless they start hitting them. All right, family, love y'all. Let me see what I'm gonna play. Let me play this.
Christ is the only way we gon' get life you ain't never had. Freedom! Unless you in them scripts daily reading, trying to pay off that price, I don't think they know. Freedom! Come from above in the name of His one and only Son. Now that's true. Freedom! When you come under the blood, tell me, are you free? Are you really at liberty? Do you really truly have peace? Or are you in denial? Living in the seat underneath all them fake smiles. Wonder why you keep having trials. Drowning in your debt as it piles. Wonder where my God at? I've been praying, but for some reason things ain't changing. So you gotta ask yourself, is that freedom? Wondering if He gon' come when you really need Him? If it's a question, then you ain't been free. I suggest you pick the book up and read. I can do all things in Christ who strengthens me. I rebuke the devil who weakens me. See, the law just gives you the keys. It's your faith that truly sets you free. Freedom! Through Christ is the only way we gon' get life you ain't never had. Freedom! Unless you in them scripts daily reading, trying to pay off that price, I don't think they know. Freedom! Come from above in the name of His one and only Son. Now that's true. Freedom! When you come under the blood. Now when I say hallelujah, I'll say yeah, hallelujah, hallelujah. When I say hallelujah, I'll say yeah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Now when I say hallelujah, I'll say yeah, hallelujah, hallelujah. When I say hallelujah, I'll say yeah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Now when I say all, y'all say praises, all praises, all praises. When I say all, y'all say praises, all praises, all. Now when I say all, y'all say praises, all praises, all praises. When I say all, y'all say praises, all praises, all praises.
Yeshua answered them, verily, verily, I say unto you, whosoever committeth sin is the servant of sin. And the servant abideth not in the house forever, but the Son abideth ever. If the Son therefore shall make you free, ye shall be free indeed.
Only through the Son we free. That's why we pray without ceasing, constantly. That's how you get your mind right. Trust that. And in the midst of all the chaos, He gon' have your back. He gon' send a comforter just like He said He would. You just profess it out your mouth and don't have a doubt. We gotta walk like Him if we wanna be free. Get rid of pride and believe in Messiah, you'll see. Freedom! Through Christ is the only way we gon' get life you ain't never had. Freedom! Unless you in them scripts daily reading, trying to pay off that price, I don't think they know. Freedom! Come from above in the name of His one and only Son. Now that's true. Freedom! When you come under the blood. Freedom! Through Christ is the only way we gon' get life you ain't never had. Freedom! Unless you in them scripts daily reading, trying to pay off that price, I don't think they know. Freedom! Come from above in the name of His one and only Son. Now that's true. Freedom! When you come under the blood.